They're being herded out of the field by the sheep. Look at them. Morning. Well, I'm out. I've just parked up opposite the church in West Leake in Nottinghamshire. It's not too far from where I live. And I'm going to go on about a 7-kilometre walk, not too far, because I had a bit of an injury, which I'll tell you about in a minute. And I'm going to go up into the West Leake Hills and explore a little ancient tumulus that's up there. And you get some really good views of Nottinghamshire. Well, it's a bit embarrassing, but I work in a school and I went on a ski trip. I managed to get on a ski trip. I thought, oh, brilliant. So we were split up into 4 groups, and I was put in the top group because I was one of the few members of staff who'd actually been skiing before, even though that was 1989. That kind of counted as towards me being a bit of an expert. So I went with the top group, and we used to go skiing in the morning. We had a session in the morning, a session in the afternoon. We went to Italy. It was brilliant. Can't remember the name of the resort now. So we had 2 sessions in the morning, 2 sessions a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. And it was the last session of the trip. And everything was going well until I hit a bit of ice. And bizarrely, I don't know how this happened, I couldn't do it again if I tried. My ski I fell over, my ski went between my hand and the loop that holds my ski pole. And I was sliding down the mountain with my leg right up here. So it pulled a muscle, and even more embarrassingly, I couldn't walk and had to be rescued. So they strapped me onto a rescue sledge thing, stretcher, and I got taken down the mountain by these 2 guys, and well, a few more than that actually.
Ciao Simone!
And got to the bottom of one slope, and then I had to be rescued by another guy. They had to put me onto one of these skidoos, which is actually quite cool, and take me to the doctor where I did a scan. And that cost me €500. Fortunately, through the school insurance, I got that back. In fact, I got it back pretty quickly, really. But yeah, so I'd pulled my calf muscle. Nothing broken, which I guess I should be grateful for. But that put me out of action for a few weekends. We're just going to head up into those hills there. You might be able to see a gap somewhere over there. Yeah, so my calf's feeling a little bit tight at the moment. I've not been able to get on my bike yet. The Italian doctor said 15 days. It was very specific, not 2 weeks, 15 days, and it's been 16 days. So in theory, I should be able to get back on my bike, but I can still feel it pulling a little bit. But I'm getting out walking, which is I've not been able to do for the best part of 2 weeks, and it's been driving me mad, just sitting around doing nothing. So we can just see over there Ratcliffe-on-Trent power station, which has just been decommissioned about a month or 2 ago. So I think they're going to knock that down, and I'm not sure what the plans are, whether it's going to turn into some kind of nature reserve or what. Listening to the birds now, it's beautiful. Max is having a good run around. Now that field over there is fenced off because of mines. I don't think explosive mines, but some kinds of mine shafts. So hey, danger, keep out. Mine subsidence. So I don't know what they were mining for. There is British gypsum around here, so whether it was that or something else. I'm not sure I like the look of this. Perhaps I should have picked a bit of a flatter route for my comeback walk. Alright, gotta get up there. No point in whinging about it. This is a little bit tricky. Ooh, right in a big pile of mud. There's some great views looking back. So we've got a bit of a pine forest on the left hand side, and a deciduous one on the right. And there's another wood there on the top of these West Leake hills, and inside there is the tumulus, the ancient burial ground. So we're just going to walk across there and have a look at that. Lex is absolutely loving this. It's absolutely lovely, peaceful spot this is. So there's a burial mound. Don't know if there's any skeletons in there. I guess they've all been excavated and taken away. I really love these historic places, you know, Neolithic burial mounds and hill forts, that sort of thing. So obviously this was a really special spot thousands of years ago. It meant something to the people who were around here. Why it was special, I don't know. I mean, it's on top of a hill, but it's obviously a really important place. So maybe even if that meaning's lost now, I still like spending time here and just, you know, taking in the atmosphere, knowing that this was really, you know, a special place at one point. It meant a lot to a lot of people. It's beautiful, really, really lovely. Right, I think it's time to find a bench and have a little bit of a brew and some breakfast. Made myself some bacon sarnies. So we've got the village of Gotham down there, not Gotham, that's not Batman's place. And rumour has it they feigned madness to avoid paying taxes. So it's a little bit hazy, but on a clear day you can see right into Nottingham down there. See for miles and miles and miles on there. Some sheep in the field there, so I've got Lexi on a lead. Let's go to this bench and have a little bit of a brew and something to eat. Just made myself a little cappuccino on this bench, and I'm going to tuck into these bacon sandwiches. I've already had one, so I made them a bit toasty actually, and just admire the view. What's this then? What's the little message here? Morning glory, evening primrose. Well, I think about that once or twice, but I'm not sure what that is. It's nice. While I was in Italy, I found out that one of my mates had died. One of my best mates from school, Matt. He was a great lad. And I didn't really have time to process it when I was on the trip, but when I was recuperating from my injury, just laid up in bed for a week, it gave me a lot of time to think about it. And yesterday was his funeral, and I lost contact with him. We were best mates for about 7 years, all throughout school or sixth form, and he used to call for him every day, and we used to hang out and do all sorts of crazy stuff. And then I moved away from the area. We just lost contact really. And I remember talking to my son a couple of years ago, and I was telling him about Matt, and I said, well, you should try and contact him and try and track him down. And it'd been such a long time, and I ummed and ahed, and my son said to me, well, if you don't, you'll regret it. And well, you know, this week, obviously, with him passing away, it's made me realise that, you know, you shouldn't put things off. It's too late now. I'll never see him again. And you know, what I'm saying is, don't put things off. If there's people you haven't spoken to for a while and you think it might be a bit awkward getting back in contact with them, don't put it off. Just do it. Just contact them. What's the worst can happen? You know, because you regret it if something happens to them and they're gone, and that's it. And I do. It's been, you know, really upsetting I should have made the effort and I didn't. Now it's too late. So yeah, really sad. I think you can just see Nottingham over there. Nottingham, as it used to be called. Right, let's go. So just got to walk through this golf course now. Make sure stay out of the way of those loose golf balls that are flying around. I feel like I'm walking down Sniper Alley here. But yeah, one of those balls landed about 10 metres away from me. It was flying. A little nerving. Right, you can just see with those chimneys there, British gypsum at East Leake. So there's lots of gypsum mines around here, and that's the British Gypsum Works, which I think they make stuff like plasterboard and all that kind of thing. There it is, British Gypsum. Right, so I'm going to leave you now. So thanks for watching, if you watched this to the end. I'm really pleased that my leg is still sore, but I've managed to do, well, I would have managed to do about 7k by the time I finished. So hopefully I can do some bigger walks and get onto my bike soon as well. So thanks for watching, and yeah, till next time, bye.